ウィンドブルーム祭の本番がもうすぐ始まるぞ。早く見に行こうぜ。
どう？よかったでしょ？
旅人いらっしゃい。シバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備はできた？グルメ系 AA に出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
楊選手、準備ができたようですね。それではホテルドゥボール特別料理対決開始。
カトラリーの準備も完了。冷凍の時間よ。最高の一品よ。
とにかくそこのレストランからナタ産の野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて、僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。
俺は付き添いでな。さあ行くぞ。おっと逃がすかよ。
月始めの3日間、飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で、確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
真の偉大なり蛮族滅びよ。
古竜の時代の謎の遺物、それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
何をしたんだ？殺人事件？
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。
魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら、
なぜ罪のない人を？
どうしてこんなことに？ヴィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。
人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。
モンドの法律にのっとり、被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お？なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
We're back, chat. We're back. It's been, how many? It's been since the beginning of 5.5 since we last saw. So, and we didn't do any wishing last time. So this time, we will wish. I'm gonna have to fight this guy. But
you might want to get a gun.
Ooh. Okay, that. Oh, I need to do that. Okay. And now we will begin the pain test. See how long I can last with the pain of not getting. Or run. That's cool. Layla. Five-star! Let's go! That was a little early. Okay. That's fine. Another Aurora run. Let's keep wishing. At least it was early. Okay, let's be hopeful. At least it was early. Diona? Not even on the banner, dude. Oh my god, early! Let's go, dude!
Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere Supreme and Master of Precision Gastronomy. As an esteemed guest of the divine, you deserve the finest cuisine Teyvat has to offer.
He is so
I hope
pretty.
my work is to your satisfaction.
I hope
If
so
you-
too. Dude, where the fuck is Aoife? Wait, what is it? Wait, what is this saying? The consolidated probability of obtaining 5-star event exclusive characters, including wish guarantees and capture and radiance, is 1.103%. The cost of obtaining a 5-star event exclusive character may vary from $198 to $475. What a difference in money. At least say it now. Saying this is the money you are spending to get these characters. Wait, I was gonna check whose constellation would be better. Layla's C6 now. Oh yeah. Got an artifact set for her, which is good. I put it on Rosaria. It's okay for right now. I think I could get better, but you never know. Where is the... Where is it? I can't find the... Hold on. I am. Cryo damage. There it is. This one. And this one. Ooh, 5-star. Hold on. Let me put this. Oh my god, you got her. Good job.
Oh my god!
You won your 50. What'd I say? Okay, you only need one screenshot.
I don't. Please. Bye.
Alright, now I need to see... Constellation. Let's see. When 4 Ooh, that's really good. Wait, Navia, darling. It's only energy and cooldown for her burst, which I rarely use. Okay, so better to go for Escoffier. All I need is fucking Aoife because you got Navia's weapon again. Really? No. Aoife! Okay, we're good. Now weapon. That's not that. That. Weapon banner. Let's see. I'm obviously gonna get it. Yeah. You pulled a Hazo.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe early. Do the single wishes.
I might have to spend my money.
Mm-hmm. But at least you got her early.
Wait, let me send money to my stepdad. At 4 a.m. I'm probably gonna get into trouble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Be patient. Dude said why?
I told him I would stay up late because of the update.
Okay, so I have one more. Damn it.
I'm just gonna check how.
Alright. We at least got Escoffier and Aoife. What up, my dudes?
Hey there, I'm Aoife, a
Where does
sorrow
he
vet
say
from the
it?
flower. Whenever
What
I
up,
get
my
to
dudes?
you watch out. Did you know?
Where does he-
Good morning.
Good morning. Now where there? Look at her. Oh, it's almost her birthday. 6'8". That's crazy. You're on stream. No, that's on stream. I mean, I could mute you again. I'll mute you. There we go. So we don't hear you say, crazy things like that. That's true. Uh-oh, Shao. I might take your weapon because that might be good. This one's also... Okay. Let me see. 42 over... Ooh. This is very nice. Okay. Oh yeah, we got map expansion. Did you see the map expansion? It's so cool. Yeah, it's so cool. Go to Natlan by the volcano. They added so much. They added so much. You see the little island? That's all they added. Oh, the way we're gonna get there is Shark Girl. Where are you?
Hey guys, how's
Shark
it going?
Girl and Archon.
Anytime, any place.
Alright, so this is what we do. Get one of
Carving
these.
waves.
Mm-hmm. I don't have enough resin. I do have enough resin now. Okay, I can do 3 attempts.
Let's ride.
Woohoo!
Wait, what? Night Soul transmission. Yes, I am very aware. I've been in that one almost a year. Which is kind of crazy. Because it's like... feels like we just went to Fontaine. But now we're almost done with that one.
Let's ride.
Woohoo!
How do you get here without, like, characters that are pay to win? I have no idea. Maybe Kaya Ice Bridge. Yeah, or Isley.
Off we go.
Let's ride.
Here's a good point. Are there any chests here? Did they put any? Let's see. Did not detect anything. Awesome. They just made this for a boss.
Try and stop
You're
me.
gonna put like a few chests or something? Okay, the fuck do I need against this guy? Is that a hydro he's letting off? Hold on, let me look this up. What are his resistances? Viva la resistance. I think I could use anything on him. Just anything with Night Soul, I guess. Okay. What team?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Show no mercy.
As one with wind and cloud.
Bring it!
Pyroclastic surge.
Why is my ping so high? What is... what the...
Incinerate.
What?
Burn it down.
Suffer the wrath of Eastly.
Oh, cryo.
Fulfill our pact.
I'm using cryo. I'm using cryo.
Yeah. Sha. Sha.
Let's ride. Wrath from the sky.
Yeah. Okay. Yay, 3. Gonna give me 4. Escoffier. Send. Crit rate. Nice. Look at her. Damn, I already have a lot of attack. What's up, gang?
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds come.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Get to work! Not you two! Time to end this!
Light it up. Light of the blazing sun.
No crit.
Show no mercy!
Rise with the sun.
Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him!
Wrath from the sky.
No damage? What?
Get to work!
What do you mean? Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Burn it down.
Damn, only 30. Alright.
Rise with the sun. Wind strike.
Bring it! You two! Time to end them!
Pyroclastic surge.
Not bad.
Rev the engines.
Ouch. There we go. Yippee. Yippee, 4. No, why is that locked? So I have 8 now. Level up one more time. Oh, Auroron Con. Auroron C6. Mona C3. What up, my dudes? You are. Ascend. Okay, for her talents, I'm guessing for E, mostly. And her Q. Don't really need normal attack. Need this. So this is gonna be really good. Damn. Aha. Okay. So now Interlude quest. Oh shit! We're going back to where it started. Back before I knew this game would steal my soul. Monocryo. Oh damn, I'm gonna have to change a team. So I'm thinking Sophie
Let's go stretch our legs while the flavors are mingling.
and
I have
Arena.
high hopes for this journey.
And then this team maybe could be good. I'm thinking. Look at her. She's so pretty. The birds that are stuck in midair. Oh, and they disappeared.
An inspired melange.
I can make food with this. Yay! So how many could I get? How many foods? Defense. Ah! Yay. How many can I make? Damn! Ooh! Escoffier has a bunch of different foods. I know I was supposed to start the quest, but this is cool. How many foods could I make with this thing? Haven't been counting. Ooh! New 5-star food. Can't make any more. Damn.
Off to the freezer.
I need to get her level 70. Let me cook food. Hold on.
The humid air filled with a rich scent of
Fucking
leaves and
rain.
earth.
Okay.
The feeling of the warm sun
So-
as it burns off the moisture in the air. I'm sure I can capture it in a dish.
No.
I just need to strike the
is-
right flavor combination.
There we go. There we go. And then... in 6 minutes? Okay. I'm really procrastinating this quest. Glider on. Forgot.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive! Do your master's bidding! A dash of froth!
A moment, please.
Annihilation! The pinnacle of excellence!
There we go. And she could heal. Damn it, you couldn't give me 3. Okay, let's start the quest. What the hell is that?
Finding someone to chat to rather than just standing around.
Oh.
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful!
Yeah, it's Windbloom again.
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Paimon.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
But...
feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
You're pregnant.
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
No, my boy. Why you do him like that?
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best love, friendship stories is already over?
Maybe they just have a rocky relationship.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
What else?
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Why do you sound depressed? What is going on?
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this. But I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Without it breaking.
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did,
should see a
but
doctor.
all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Strange.
Yeah. I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
Damn, even Barbara can't heal you.
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
What'd you see, dude?
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Alright.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
Is there a carbon monoxide leak or something?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
I wonder.
Wait,
Slowly
but Donna is
hands
the one
you
who
a
has
piece
a
of
huge
paper
crush on
with my phone
Diluc,
number
right?
on it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Kaya!
Is that Captain Kaya?
Captain Kaya!
Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
Maybe you like him. I mean, Kaya does have a way with women. Let him take you out for a few drinks. Damn it! He's not voiced! Fucking hell. Thought we were done with this. Okay. I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although, I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear, but first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
Maybe you got a closer look at his, stupid-looking face with his really wide mouth and eyes really separate. And then you finally start to realize his in-game model makes him look like ugly as shit. But his art, do you see his his birthday art? That shit was really good. They didn't mess up his face there, but they won't fix his face in-game. And he still looks like a Muppet.
If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Damn.
But then I saw you. And it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand, and I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Hey, Kaya, how's it going, dude? Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of the Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at the headquarters. This is gonna be an interesting quest. sorry, I had to look at her again. She's so pretty. Look at her eyes. She has little hearts. But let's continue. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen. Something bad. That's how this is supposed to go. Usually, oh wait, my map is different. Isn't in different, whatever. Jean, we haven't seen Jean in a long time. And Eula.
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
Yes, you're voiced. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Hold on, let me adjust volume, make sure out enough. Good. Okay.
Whoa! Headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Dude's name is Note. Allow me. You have Note, captain of the 2nd company. Scaron, captain of the 3rd company. Eula, captain of the 4th company. And me, of course, captain of the 9th company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
I hope your voice, Jean.
Jean!
Hi, Jean. Okay. Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. I want to scream. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
Yeah! I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the church. I need some water. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings of goodwill wherever the wind could reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Question, where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there!
A keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will have to do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. Luke. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need to head over there. Don't worry. The trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face! Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Mm-hmm. The defendant in today's case is Captain of the Investigations Team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, Captain of the Logistics Company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are you both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
That's crazy.
Murder?
I don't think Albedo's voiced.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice, so... is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body! Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. God damn it, Albedo isn't voiced. Okay, chat, we have a lot of people to voice. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing? You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I I never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigations team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there is no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Luke. How do you say his last name? What? Ragnvindar. Please tell the court what you saw.
Awesome.
At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like a body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is... looks like teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is all that remains of the body? Why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who could answer that. Careful now, Master Luke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So, that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data, and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
There's a lot of people not voiced. I thought we were done with this, but maybe the Fontaine event will have voices. I don't know, dude. Okay. Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Substantiated. Fuck. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Correspondence? Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No! It can't be true!
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one could believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter. A secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare!
Drinking water, my bad. Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following in Rhindaughter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical recreation? That would only make him more suspicious. The whole Mondstadt crew's back, and they're all not voiced. Hell yeah. Oh, that took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes. You're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting there for you.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Okay. Moonpie Mountain went to Dragon's Mine to ask Albedo who was conducting research there. Some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite, Albedo's disappearing after a chat outside the cave, but having no memory of the incident. Same time, and then Albedo was being impersonated by a whopper flower. We killed the whopper flower, and then yeah, that was an event we did fucking, what was that, like 3 years ago or something. Star Snatch Cliff. Alright, let's go. Oh. I forgot how few waypoints there are in Mondstadt. Then we go to Natlan and Fontaine. Even Sumeru. Fucking Fontaine, like, Jesus.
Off to the freezer! Yoo-hoo! Take your true form!
A moment, please.
You. What are y'all attacking? Stop. What? What the? What do you? What? Okay. Alright. Relax, Escoffier. So I see him. You see him? You see his tiny head? Hold on. Oh shit! I want to take a picture. Okay. Gotta do a gay voice, or twink voice, or whatever. Oh, Traveler Paimon, I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So, you called us here so we could meet with Venti.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate with their will in a formal setting. And no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
Yeah, if you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhindaughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Prince. Hold on. I'm looking up how to say that. So I was gonna say so I don't sound stupid. I already did sound fucking stupid. It sounds German. So. Prince. Ah! It means chalk prince. Wait, volume off. Kreide Prince. Ah, Kreide Prince. Alright. The Kreide Prince. A perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, Shit, my mouse wire. There are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel as it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If there were only a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even Albedo wasn't at the center of this case. Even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold.
Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Oh my god, that was from years ago. That was from before Sumeru. Don't worry, I removed the fuse so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. Alright, we'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. Alright. Whee! Alright. We're back. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? Private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Hey, we're back. Traveler, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. So you want us to join? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you need anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask you this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Alright, I'll look into it on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, traveler. You never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Yay, something's on the second floor finally.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked me to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Alright. Let's see what you got here.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
See what we can find. Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat with a certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, Putrefaction should be regarded as a counterstimulant to the process of life. It is highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay with an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope, no idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
A lockbox sits on the desk. A latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now the lid remains wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining contents you shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letters read, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. The materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in these records likely originate from Conrian art of the Chemia, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I can't guarantee there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records with this letter. But that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I am not convinced it is even possible to create a human with those whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that a dynamic of a creator and creation could coexist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface and learn that the author is an old, accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that?
I guess so.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
Then don't think about it. Doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. There's a stack of books on the desk. mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Mm-hmm. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow. Almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk!
Mm-hmm. There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festerin is also a manifestation of Arat. When Festerin forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
I don't know, Paimon. The note mentioned Festerin forces, which means that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, it can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and a third appears to be in Dragonspine. Okay, so that's there. That's near Dawn Winery. Up there. And that... Okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the lost location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Maybe.
Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found. Oh! Vent is calling! Let's answer!
Hold on. I'm getting a phone sound effect or filter. Where the effects? Let me see. Is that too loud? Might be a little loud. Let's just put it at that. That should be fine. How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? You share what you learn with Venti. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness. And the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. But I don't think the handwriting was fake, and the notes also sounded like him. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? I mean, like... he's had some sussy stuff in the past. But I don't know this time.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith.
Yeah.
And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah, definitely. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has his own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles.
Yes,
What's
Venti
he
is...
doing here?
Venti is not voiced. That's why I'm doing his voice.
Sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Yeah, whatever you heard, or I'ma kill you, dude.
Oh.
And then I'll be on
sure.
trial.
You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
We should. Let's go, Paimon. This way. This way. Right. Keep her going, keep her going. So somewhere... There's the... Like over here. Yeah.
We should be getting close.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Uh-oh. Although everything's covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. Complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearances of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. A second trial would likely have to be open to the public. I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Mm-hmm. Well said. Then, when the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. I'm on to you, Miles. I'm on to you. Motherfucker. What the fuck you doing? What you doing eavesdropping?
We should meet up.
Sorry, Paimon. Ah, you too. Let me know when you're ready and we'll head out. Oh, what time is it? Maybe I should hold off on this part for tomorrow? Because I have to wake up early in the morning. So, and that might be like a whole nother arc that I have to do. So let's fight this guy, not that guy, this guy one more time. Alright. Hey, dude.
Shower me with praise! By ordinance divine, let my name echo in song! A dash of frost!
These things get a little chilly.
My will embodied. Strike a pop! Deuce on the loose!
Stay cool. Face your gift.
Why is the cryo not working? I was using a lot of cryo attacks. Yay. There we go. too much damage.
Transfiguration! Time to shine!
Let's see.
Do your master's bidding!
Let's begin.
Oh, ow. Oh.
Shower me with
Ow.
praise! Off to the freezer!
Have a sick trip.
Take your true form!
That was really good. Yeah, Escoffier may be pretty good. Wait. When does the event start? When... Is the event next? Like, second half? I don't remember. Where's the event? Yeah. And under there. Okay, maybe it's not this half. So I have no resin. And that fucking sucks. Over here. I also am getting a bit tired, so yay. Okay. And then I have the ones for Skirk ready. I don't know what fucking books or things she's gonna take. But I think we'll figure out tomorrow. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Finish the quest tomorrow. Because I need to sleep. Alright, see you guys tomorrow in the next stream. This quest is good so far. So, yeah.
Yo, pass the blunt. Yo. 4:20 in the morning, about to roll a blunt. Smoking with my homies and we ain't never stunned. Feeling like I'm drowning and there ain't no sounding. I'm feeling surrounded and there ain't no stopping. I just close your jaw dropping, now I be hopping. Going left and right with you all night. And that ain't no lie, no matter what's in life. Swear you better be my wife, you don't save my life. Making at me, check twice. Now I'ma roll the die. It's a snake of eyes. We in different states, but I don't seem to hesitate. I just wanna cuddle late in the night. You're my light, take a hit. Now you sit on my lap, cause you're my cat. I'll love you more than anything. If you can just please say this one thing. I'll love you forever, and I don't need no better. You're my one and only, I'll never feel lonely. Baby, stay with me, and I know you'll miss me. Babe, come and kiss me, and I'll be here waiting, and I'll be here listening, and we'll be here shining, and we'll be here before the ending. Let's make a new beginning, start fresh, let's reset. We in rotation, and now we be blazing. My eyes feeling Asian, and now I'm stargazing. Mondays and Tuesdays, and